Welcome to the Health Solutions for the Wired Life radio show. Our radio show dedicated to empowering all computer users to get a solution for health problems inherent in today's wired life. This is the number one health issue for the 21st century, and my name is Adetitu Ijoshi. I am talking to you, giving you a shout out from the Vauxhall area of Union Township in New Jersey, here in the United States. I am a coach, author, consultant, and speaker on health solutions for the wired life. I help people to understand the wired life, what goes on in their bodies when they're using computers and or computerized devices, such as cell phones, iPads, and so on. You never thought those were computers, right? But they actually are. This radio show is taking place at 6 p.m. today and will take place every Friday evening unless there are programming changes. We will be continuing where we left off last week. If you have not been listening to the broadcasts, I urge you to go back and listen to prior episodes after this one so you can fill in the gaps. I would first like to remind us of some foundational facts which I will keep on repeating each broadcast to help keep us focused, okay? This just shows the seriousness of the situation. First of all of us work for a living, either for others or in our businesses, and our intention is to do so to live. However, because of the ignorance about the wildlife we are all living, its effect on human health, and the preventative and management measures that must be in place to minimize it, many of us are really working for a living to die, or at best live damaged lives. Secondly, the adage knowledge is power is perhaps truest in the issue of health solutions for the wildlife. You must, however, first obtain the knowledge to access its power. Thirdly, computers are here to stay. We have so become dependent on them that humans will continue to use computers until our maker rescues us from what we have unleashed upon ourselves. Fourthly, the computer is a dangerous tool like a knife, and just as we have to learn to use the knife in such a way that when the driver sits all the time, so we must do with the computer. As losing control to the knife is suicide, so is losing control to the computer. The fact that we have globally, collectively decided that the best way to build a global economy is by destroying nature and ourselves and trying to fix it all, a feat we have no ability to do, is actually evidence of the fact that we have a global mental problem. I'd like us all to take a moment and think of that. Consequently, to help us all, on this show, I will be giving the audience an understanding of various aspects of the wildlife and the health consequences, as well as the solutions provided for us in nature by our maker. Last week, we continued our discussion about the entertainment industry. We have been discussing about the effects of computer use on the health of musicians and the Hollywood and television show crowd, all people who work in that industry, because the art of filmmaking, television production, and record making is one of the most heavily computerized industries, driven by the insatiable demand for effects, for special effects, violence, stunts by consumers, especially in the television show and filmmaking arena. This has led to exposure to huge amounts of toxic light, chemicals, minerals, and so on, emanating from the various equipment and gadgets used in creating the various make-believe illusions, such as sets, props, lightings, cameras, and computer hardware and software involved in creating the final make-believe product. Last week, we said that we humans on the earth at the moment have not been good stewards of the earth, but a destroying force, trying to change the order of things in nature to suit our imagination, an impossible feat. We have consequently come up with a system that controls us and are just launching from one destructive product to another. This week, we will continue this discussion on this topic, that affects most people, whether they realize it or not. As I have said, we'll be moving slowly, a nugget a week. This is the nugget for this week. The more we try to distress using the so-called technologically creative new ways we have developed, the more stressed out we are, and the more the needs to look for ways to compensate. For example, our natural coded way of being and operating as humans, whether in the field as farmers or hunting or any other natural activity, involves continuous exercise and sunlight exposure, ensuring our neurotransmitter balance. This is the nugget for this week, and where we will stop to enable us compare our natural way to the new ones we have developed in our willful ignorance. Let us spend the time between now and next Friday digesting what we have heard. We will continue with this discussion next week. Meanwhile, think about what you have heard and the need for moderation. Tune in for more next week and get your friends to tune in too. To learn more, get a hold of the various books I have written about computer use-induced health conditions, starting with the very first one, the book Lessons I Learned the Hard Way by Adetutu Joshi. I have written 15 books so far, and I'm on my 16th, and one of these days the 16th will be completed. It's taken a long time, but it will be completed, and trust me, everyone will be glad when they read this book. Meanwhile, Lessons I Learned the Hard Way is a must-have 300-page guidebook for all computer users. The 15 books I have written are all available at Amazon.com in print and in ebook format for most ebook readers, including Kindle, iPad, Sony, and so on. Also visit my website www.foodsthathealdaily.com. The name is a combination of 4 words. The word foods, F-O-O-D-S, that, T-H-A-T, heal, H-E-A-L, daily, D-A-I-L-Y. That is F-O-O-D-S-T-H-A-T, that is F-O-O-D-S-T-H-A-T-H-E-A-L-D-A-I-L-Y, foodsthathealdaily.com. There you can find more information. You can also direct people there as well as purchase my books. There are 2 ways to shop on the website. You can click on the shop tab, okay, on the menu tab, or you can click on the gallery, on the book gallery tab. The shop tab enables you to shop right on the website, while the book gallery provides a link for each book with our createspace.com e-store. We're now also on Facebook and have a Facebook store. Look for us at foodsthathealdaily.com. Also visit my blog while you're on the website and leave your comments and sign up for the newsletter. Remember to go through the various articles. I have actually written quite a number of them over time. I cannot overemphasize the need to go back and listen to prior episodes. Even if you have been around every week, we humans need to hear things many times before they become sufficiently coded into the database of our hearts for us to take action concerning it. We always like to stay in our comfort zone. I have other websites such as wildlifesolutions.com, which is also available, and you can also direct your friends there and visit that website too. Some of my other websites are currently in the repair mode, such as www.computeragehealthrisk.com, and some are still in the development stage. I will keep on updating all of us about all these websites every week. Meanwhile, go to www.foodsthathealdaily.com and wildlifesolutions.com for all your information. Come back next week. Remember to tune in and get your friends to tune in too. Come by again. If it's Friday at 6 p.m., it is time to learn more about the wildlife and how you can protect yourself. Contact me by email at adetutuijoshi@gmail.com. That is my first and last name at gmail.com. Or you can use computerblessings@gmail.com if you prefer. See you again next week. Meanwhile, share this broadcast with all you know in every way you can. Share the YouTube video link, let it go viral, and let the media begin to talk about this issue. And let there be a national and global conversation that saves many lives, including yours. And remember, if you know anyone in the media, I'm ready to go talk to anyone at any time. And if there's a need at your place of work and people there will be willing to listen, I'll come over to your place of work to talk to them too. Thank you everybody for listening today, and good night.